Rainbow Dice Club presents Tales of Three. In the world of Elisora, practicing magic is more than just frowned upon. It's demonized. The reason? 762 years ago, the world almost ended with magic and the gods as its root cause. Today, on the continent of Thylacer, magic is heavily monitored and presided over by the greedy hands of a monarchy, who only allows its people to cast up to a certain tier, rendering things like teleportation and planar travel highly illegal. When Ivy steps through a portal and lands in Thylacer, her meeting with Ferris and Alara is a fortuitous accident. Three strangers with forbidden magical secrets of their own unwittingly stumble upon a plot to destroy the world as we know it. Their search for the truth will have them questioning everything they think they know. And as sinister forces move to keep them apart, these three unlikely heroes find their meeting was no accident at all. Join us every Friday as we tell a tale of daring adventures, forbidden magic, epic battles, betrayal, love, loss, and of course, Dungeons and Dragons. Find us at Rainbow Dice Club on most socials and at Tales of Three wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, and welcome back to another standard, interesting episode of Damsels in Dicestress, where a bunch of queer dice rollers roll dice, cry, and nothing's coming up at the top of my head, but succeed.
As if. When do we ever? Hello! Hello!
Intro. Last week when we left off, it was over a nice family meal at the Velvet Masquerade. Of course, in the meantime, in the depths of darkest London, machinations continue. We know not where, when, or how, but the floor is yours.
I just want to save everything that's going to be difficult for the next day and keep this night special and warm.
Which room are you staying in? Thomas says.
Alright. The whole of the Velvet Masquerade, who waited for so long for Talia and Rosalind to get their shit together, hear Rosalind make embarrassingly loud sex noises for some hours of the night. Like, not like it was the first time, but like, there's a solid amount of sound.
And what you hear in return is a crescendo of various banging and whooping and clapping on doors and walls and floors, and then out of this crescendo you can hear people just like, maybe it's a cup being banged and people like clapping, this repetitive cheer of Rosalind, Rosalind, Rosalind.
What's really funny is I don't think that she's aware of that until so far in.
I think when we stop and go silent, there's a moment of, because I think what happened for Rosalind is, one, she's not really aware of what's going on in her surroundings, but two, she's at the Velvet Masquerade, a place that's, she's used to there constantly being loud background noise. She's not registered that, they weren't operating at this point in time until there's silence. And then I just think she hides under the covers because she's really embarrassed.
And as your own personal crescendo dies down, and this one builds up, that's what you're left with. Until that too disperses into the everyday monotony of life.
Is Talia laughing at me?
Yeah.
Your name was shouted too.
I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at the situation.
This is not funny.
It's a little bit funny. I told you to be quiet.
I thought I was.
And as you sleep peacefully for the rest of the night and awaken the next morning, you can both roll a d10 for healing.
Oh, nice!
Agatha, roll a d8,
Why? Because I didn't get any action.
basically.
4.
3. Yeah, I would have done a 3rd level cure wounds on you,
Yay.
which is 3d8 plus 5. 18 hit points back for you.
Nice. Thanks, baby.
That would have been before we banged.
Yeah.
You were like, come on. I want this to be good.
I'm
Come on.
aware.
Breakfast time, perhaps, in the kitchen.
I don't want to go up.
Why? I mean,
They're all going to laugh. It's fine.
we heard them.
But it feels different.
Well,
It's fine. I have bigger problems than this.
I'll give you a kiss on the cheek and I'll hold my arm out. We'll head up.
Cool. You head up. And as you get into the kitchen,
Oh god.
the first thing you notice are all the decorations they've put up. And that everybody is awake and waiting. As the two of you come in together, there's banging on the tables and whooping and joy, and then people just throw some like torn up bits of paper and stuff like that, and they're just like, woo!
Rosalind is frozen for a moment and looks absolutely mortified. And then a look that would be familiar to Talia comes into her eyes as she assesses the situation and takes a little breath and does a curtsy.
So more applause and clapping and fist banging on the tables.
Where did you get the decorations from?
So Zach, who set this whole thing up,
Yeah, of course.
well, we always keep things around for special occasions. And what could be more special than true love?
Quite. Is food
A
on?
tale told through the ages, as long as one can keep talking about it incessantly without doing anything.
Actually, I think we didn't talk that much at all.
We're not really focusing on that bit. It was the journey to get there.
That's what I'm saying. We did a lot of like not really acknowledging anything or saying anything.
We thought you meant the talking last night.
Oh.
No, there was...
Was I?
No, just screaming. At first, we were all worried. We were like, my God, has someone broken into the house? Is Rosalind being murdered?
I'm gonna start like putting coffee on or something, making a hot drink.
And then, of course, we realised it wasn't murder. But it was the killing of innocents, perhaps in some way.
At this point, Agatha pipes up and is like, that's already been done.
We figured it wasn't their first time.
Mm-hmm.
But it was your first time here. It was worthy of celebration.
Well, thank you all very much.
I'll bring like a tea over for you and a coffee for me. Is there food ready?
Yeah, it's food. Help yourself. I'm not cooking again.
We're hungry.
Did hear you worked up an appetite. Well, settle down, everyone. You've had your fun.
It was next door.
Yeah.
I've just realised.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm eating now.
Yeah, yeah, I'll eat my breakfast. And I'm sure dodge questions and conversations that all the whores want to have with me.
Many questions thrown at you.
I'll answer some of them.
If they start like, I don't know. I think Rosalind is just sort of polite and embarrassed for a bit, and then if it doesn't stop, she's just gonna start like coming up with the most ridiculous answers.
Yeah,
to
that's what I was
ever.
gonna do.
I'm just
And
gonna
they
be
love
like,
it.
I'm just gonna be like, well, yes, of course, she turns into the demon right before. So
Roll,
Well, they don't know that.
roll a performance check. This
With
is-
advantage because I'm doing it as well.
Sure. This isn't persuasion or...
yeah, this is I am
Pure
performance.
performance.
I'm being silly. Like I'm not trying to be believed. 21.
Yeah, they love it.
Good.
While this is all happening, Diamond is sitting next to you. She just quietly gives your leg a little squeeze on the thigh and is like, how you doing?
I'm alright. What about you?
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No, I feel good. Tired, but...
Do you feel different in any way?
I don't know yet. Perhaps it'll come later?
Perhaps. Are you waiting for... Are you waiting for anything in particular to happen?
Like what?
Well, I suppose that Madam felt power immediately, and Richard... Well, he
He does look stronger, doesn't he?
does, yes.
Don't tell him that.
And... Well, there's a chance that physically nothing will happen. It didn't with me.
What are your powers?
I don't have any.
You just... But if you don't have... How do you keep up with them?
Well, I practice a lot with shooting my guns, and I suppose I'm stronger in a way, maybe not outwardly. I don't feel as ill as I used to. I'm
Oh, that's...
not as tired as I used to be.
When did you feel ill?
My whole life.
Oh. You look good.
Thanks.
I mean, healthy, obviously. Of course you look good.
Thank you. I suppose maybe you need to experiment, see what your expertise is.
I do love to experiment.
Not in that way.
I mean, I've got skills.
Yes?
She takes out daggers and just like flicks them over her fingers and stuff. See? I'm handy. I can cut a purse or two.
That might come in useful.
That has come in useful.
That doesn't make sense. That might come in useful. Might come in use. We could go to the Sanctum. They have an armory there. That's where I quite often go and practice.
Yeah, that would be cool. People said cool back then.
Mm-hmm.
Cross your bingo cards off. Or join the Discord if you haven't already.
That sounds fun. Maybe I can teach you a few tricks of my trade too.
Alright. What do you have in mind?
Lockpicking is always useful in our profession.
That would be useful.
But you're good. It's been a lot. Did you sleep okay? In your new room?
Yes, actually. It was very comforting.
Good. Cool. She goes back to eating.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing out the occasional comment at you guys.
We figured.
Mm-hmm.
Has Madam come down?
Well, I think we just like enjoy our breakfast, and again, it's the sort of holding on to the silliness and the joy and the whimsy, as it were, because we all know that later on when everybody is down, we're gonna have to make some plans.
Yeah.
But yeah, for now, I'm just really trying to enjoy it for
Did
the first
Harold
time.
join at the table? Has he been there the whole time?
Oh God,
What
I
about
forgot
Albert?
Harold heard.
Harold and Albert, are they
Oh
there?
no, I forgot.
I forgot about them.
I think we all forgot because the whores were so loud and over the top about it.
Sure.
Oh, God.
Well, they come in a little bit later.
I just sort of clock them when they come in, and then I don't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Morning.
Morning. Morning.
Did you sleep well?
Fitfully. What's with all the decorations?
Celebration.
Forget I asked.
Albert, how is who?
The same?
And he'll eat if we bring him down some bits from breakfast.
Yes, he ate some soup last night. I imagine it'll be the same today. If you hold the spoon to him, he'll take it if he's hungry.
Good. I'm thinking that later on today we ought to have some sort of team meeting and decide how we're moving forwards and when.
Richard, Madam's up. She just doesn't always join us for breakfast, obviously. But, I can go fetch her if you want.
Should we go into the ballroom again?
Yes, that seems to be our meeting place.
I'll get everyone together.
Right, thank you.
Find yourselves all gathered together. The doors are closed. I trust everyone slept well and enjoyed their evenings.
Yes.
We should start figuring out what we're going to do.
Yes.
And get everyone training and
Yes.
sort of making sure that we have everything together for when we go to where we need to go.
Yes. I was thinking, Albert,
Yes.
you're good at finding things out. Perhaps it might be wise if we are taking, some time at least to regroup and heal, that you perhaps go and scope out the building. See if you can see any entrances or exits that might be useful.
Of course, we're talking about Bedlam. Yes, I'll leave right away, really, as soon as we're done here.
Yes. I would like to spend some time with you, Madame, and speak a little about what it is you can do.
Of course, I am looking forward to this conversation.
And I suppose what we need to work out is when we're doing this. So I suppose the first thing to know is that your magic is not unlimited. So it is wise that we perform healing on days that we are not going out to go into battle, and that while we are in battle, we make sure to conserve enough energy to heal people when needed, because nobody else can do that.
Speaking of, I should also probably make you aware.
Yes.
I can't remember if they've seen or not.
I don't think they have. I think they would know if they had.
Right.
When would they have?
I don't know. So there's a thing that I can do where I sort of become a demon. And if I'm super hurt while that happens, there is a chance that I can completely lose control of myself and attack anybody who's near me.
But that's never happened before.
I just thought I should make you aware.
Which is, of course, why it's important, Madame, that you and I conserve a good amount of our energy in battle for healing everybody.
I see. I'll get that sometimes. Heat of the moment and whatnot.
No, Richard. It's not quite the same. It's not metaphorical.
No.
It's actually quite...
It's quite gruesome.
Horrifying the first time you see it, but you do get used to it.
So you're saying you literally...
Rip my skin off and become a demon, yes. Perhaps in the time that we're prepping, I'll do it so that you guys can see it, so that it's not a shock in battle.
I sort of lost my mind.
You are full of surprises.
We also need to find the tattoo person that you mentioned to see if he can help us.
Right, yeah, Sammy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's around. Should be. We'll take a trip. Did you want me to bring him here or us go to him?
I don't know.
Well, it's only the Viscount and I that ought not be out and about for fear of recognition. I think the rest of you should be fine. It's only because, well, everybody knows who we are and what the night was that everything went up in flames.
Well, I need to keep on the down low too, of course. I'm a man of some wealth and fame. But, time is of the essence. Frederick is out there somewhere. And every hour that we are not making some attempt to rescue him could be an hour that we lose him.
How soon do you think we should attempt it?
As soon as possible. We clearly outnumber these men. If they threw their best at us yesterday, whatever day it was, and we walked away.
Barely.
But we almost had them. And they thought they were having us.
The thing is that we believe that's why he left Dr. Monroe, because he was near death. And we have 2 healers. Perhaps.
It might buy us a couple of days, at least.
And you've taken out the necromancer twice now.
Yes, I wanted to take his remains with us. I thought it would stop him coming back. But it sort of turned to sludge.
Not my area of expertise, I'm afraid.
It was very strange. I didn't like it.
Madame, say we spend our day healing everybody as much as we can, and then we assess how well everybody is after that. If we devote at least today to not going, it may give everybody a better chance.
Of course.
And that gives us a day to find Sammy and see if he can help.
So all of us plus Eloise is quite a respectable number.
I think we might... I don't want to speak too soon, but we might actually stand a chance.
I hope so.
I'm hopeful.
You'd better get to it, I suppose.
If there's nothing else, yes. Let's, reconvene in a few hours.
Yes.
Albert, be careful. Don't go in, just see if you can scope the place out, get an idea of what or who is coming and going, etc.
How many guards, if any? Before you all go and disperse, I want to grab you and just have a quick word. And I think it's like in our room while you're like getting your coat or whatever, so that we have privacy. And I'm just going to say, there is something else, but I didn't want to say because Mr. Pentecost isn't going to like it, but I'm scared I'm scared that You've all increased your powers, and I haven't.
Not
And
all.
you need me to heal you. I'm worried about how weak everybody seems. And so I think I ought to make a case, at least, if there's the potential, given that the Viscount is sort of out of action. I think there's a chance that if I make a case, I may be able to be given more abilities. So I want to do that before we go. There are spells that if I could access would be incredibly useful. But it just feels difficult because I don't want to hide anything, but I don't want him to look at me like that anymore.
Well, Harold doesn't need to know what he doesn't need to know. If it's safe.
I mean, he'll know when I can do more things, when I save his life.
He can cope with that when it happens.
I just think it's for the best. For everyone.
Don't let her use you.
I think we're using each other. I think...
Which is fine if you know that that's what's happening and know that she's probably lying. About, or hiding something. I haven't met her properly, but...
I think she just isn't telling me everything, but...
And we know how difficult and how much trouble that can cause.
Yes. But I do think once she trusts me more, once we've worked together for longer, because I don't want to make... Well, with the Viscount out of action, as it were, I do think I stand a better chance of gaining her trust more fully with him out of the picture. And I think that once we can trust each other, at least somewhat, she's not going to do anything to harm me because I'm useful to her. She wouldn't have done all of this for me if she... Regardless, for now, I think I need to ask for more. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I would rather have tried. All right. Well, good luck with your tattoo. It's so strange to think of Mr. Bronton having one.
It was very strange. It was very odd.
And yet, there is something about it that I can picture. I bet Harold is very jealous. Go. I'll be okay.
I'll kiss you on the forehead.
I'll give you a hug.
And I'll leave.
Right. Off to the docks then. And you wind your way down to the waterfront. The smell of fish, of course, wafting back across, and other delightful smells. And he leads you just to a sort of older, ramshackle area of town that's even poorer than other bits you've been to before. And you find yourself at a sort of an area that seems to be made up of sort of slum houses, halfway houses, and sort of those sort of large buildings that like lots of people, like a bedsit type thing. And he sort of beats on the door of one of these ones, and it sort of just kind of opens. Right, well, in we go. He's usually here. He's an old boy. God, I think he might be like 80.
Wow. What? What are we going to tell him? I sort of haven't planned
Not
this.
my area of expertise.
Richard, I thought you were going to do the talking. Everybody knows that I don't do that.
Come on. He's like, Sammy? And he's sort of going down the corridors. And like, a door opens. He's like, Sammy, yes, he's 3 doors down.
Oh, I'll go 3 doors down.
Yeah. He sort of gives a polite knock on the door. Sammy, it's me, Richard. Coming. There you go. He's always home now. He's old. Where else would he be?
After you.
What? Wait for him to open the door.
Well, he said to come in.
I thought he said he was coming.
I thought he said come in.
Did you say coming or come in? I said coming.
Oh. All right.
As the door opens up. Oh. Hello, you're both very big.
Hello.
And who might you be?
Talia.
Okay, very pleased to meet you.
This tattoo that you did, and I'm going to point to the one on Richard.
Yes. He puts his glasses on a bit better. Yes, I know it. I did it.
For good luck, or something to that effect.
Yes, all the tattoos that I do have some sort of significance.
Mm-hmm.
Or did, of course. I'm mostly retired now on account of my old age.
Well, what if I told you that there was a way that we could make them quite a bit more significant and actually do what you say fully, properly?
They do what I say properly.
But more so.
My reputation is renowned.
Mm-hmm. But we could make that more.
I'd listen to the girl. I do love your work. And, we're paying, right?
Oh, absolutely.
There you go. I think they're going to pay pretty handsomely. Right?
100%.
You hear that? £100. Well, I mean, I suppose my retirement pot is running a little slim these days. But then, of course, don't have much longer anyway, so didn't have to last longer. But, I mean, I don't really have the, you know, I'm getting old, but I could certainly do my best for £100.
Well, we will have to request that you come with us to a place to do it, to be able to teach you just some extra things on the specifics that we want.
Of course, a road trip.
Mm-hmm.
Not far, I hope. My
we'll take
legs aren't as strong as they used to be.
We'll take a carriage.
Carriage. Very good. You know, I used to sail. But, it's a little cold out there for me now. So.
I'd like to sail one day.
Well, no finer companion to keep then than the masquerade wall. They don't really call me that anymore. Well, you made me a lot of money, young man. To me, you'll always be the masquerade wall. Well, sure, throw your stuff together and we'll, Yeah, we're gonna take you into the city if that's all right. Of course, the big city. I must say I don't leave Ratcliffe often. Should I bring anything in particular?
It's pretty underground where we're going.
I see. But I'm not getting murdered?
Absolutely not.
All above board? Mm-hmm. Very good.
Well, even free refreshments.
Tea?
Absolutely. Several different kinds.
My goodness. Sold.
I love him.
So he packs a few little bits together. He's got a little sandwich and he wraps it in his brown paper and pops that in his pocket just in case. He's got his sort of a wooden box with all his tattooing tools in. Joins you outside. Oh, it's bright out today.
That's bright old sausage.
And you head to
The
Sanctum. Yes.
Doing the usual like stuff.
Rickety carriage and whatnot.
Me,
Will have already got
Harold,
there.
and Diamond have probably been here for a little bit.
Diamond's having a great time.
I show her the armory and like all the different targets. I need to quickly go speak to Lucas. You two stay here. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
What, fuck off?
Howard, why don't you show me around your place? Well, I suppose, yes, I could show you around.
I'm going to leave now.
You find him in the main room. You already passed him on the way in.
Okay.
There's a little fire going. He's sitting there with Oliver, just chilling.
I sit down
Cup
next
of
to
tea.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Have you been searching in the library? Can't remember what I asked.
I'm sure I have been. I never stopped.
It was about
researching.
it was about the blood.
Oh yes, the
Letting
blood
us
stuff.
in.
Yeah.
Nothing concrete yet.
All right. I might have another task for you.
Of course.
Do you have any books or knowledge on protective tattoos?
I've certainly seen them before. I've not read them personally, but I know where they are.
We're considering, I suppose, recruiting a tattooist. But he doesn't have the knowledge.
Come with me then.
All right.
Here, boy. And Oliver just sort of pulls himself up and starts plodding along, his little nails tapping on the floor. And you head to the library and he pulls down a couple of different books. Never mind.
No, what?
Well, I was just hoping to get to know more about her, perhaps, you know. Does she have family? Is she betrothed? That sort of thing.
Well, I'm quite certain she's not betrothed.
No suitors?
Several suitors.
Not suitors of what you're thinking of.
Because she, of course, works.
Yes. I don't believe that she... Well, she might. I don't know too much about her. I can ask.
If it's... No, don't.
No, I won't ask straightforward. I can just converse with her and see what she says.
And let me know. She does seem awfully close with your father. Have they known each other long?
This is what I meant by...
Oh gosh.
Yes. He's one of her clients.
Oh. Mr. Pentecost.
I was surprised as well.
Doesn't he have a wife? You're... Oh gosh, I'm so sorry.
It's quite alright. I believe it's strictly business, though. At least that's what I hope.
I see.
Well,
Maybe you could speak to him and say that...
I'm not speaking to my dad about that. I just said dad. People said dad back then.
I was just hoping maybe you could say that perhaps other people might be... No, it's silly. Never mind.
But I'll have a conversation with Diamond and I'll see.
Just don't... But, like, be...
I won't mention you.
Well, did I tell you... my father was covered in tattoos.
Was he?
Head to toe. Well, neck to toe. And they all gave him protections and things, and he was able to store different spells in tattoos and things like that.
Store them?
Wizards are very practical. Perhaps I could get one of my own at last.
Yes.
I heard they hurt, though.
Oh.
They stab you with a needle thousands of times.
I suppose once it's over and done with, then...
Well, then you have the issue of keeping the wounds clean while they heal so they don't get infected.
I suppose. I mean, I've been shot before, so I think I can handle that.
You have been, and you've healed remarkably fast.
Exactly.
I think we all do.
And we have healers on our side.
Yes we do. How is Rosalind? She must not be coping well with being blocked from here.
I think she's coping all right.
Well, that's good.
So I think I would have spent some time with Madam. We had a long conversation about magic. I would have answered any questions that she had as well as I could. I think just to see, I might have suggested, because we've said today is going to be our day that we just heal everybody. And that if she wanted to practice, I need healing, and I've never had the experience of somebody else who's not me healing me.
Sure. May I?
Yes, by all means.
Should I put it on your wounds or just...
Anywhere tends to work.
Very well. And she puts her hands up just sort of underneath your ears onto the sides of your neck and casts Cure Wounds at level 1.
It is very strange being on the receiving end of that. Usually, I mean, I've done it to myself before, but I'm very glad that you seem to be taking to it so naturally. And when everybody returns, we shall reconvene and we can sort of share everybody out between us.
Very good.
The stronger you get, the more healing you'll be able to do.
I see. Well, then I shall endeavour to get stronger.
I have no doubt that you will.
Thank you. You have given us all a gift that is beyond thanks.
Well, it was you who gave us a gift first. You gave us a home when we had nowhere to go. And even last night with everybody, and even when it was sad, it felt like I always thought a home should feel. And that's not something that can be repaid lightly either, so I think we're quite even.
Well, you have... We shall agree to disagree. You have given us the ability to protect our own. More than we ever have before.
I'm very glad.
And I am very grateful. And we will do what we can to repay and show you just how grateful we are.
I should probably go and rest and
Of course.
prepare for later. But I'll leave you to absorb all of that. I know that was quite a lot of information.
Yes.
And later we shall heal everybody as best we can.
Very well. We shall get ourselves up, fighting fit.
Quite. And I'll go back downstairs to our room. And she's sort of nervous about it because she still doesn't really know how any of this works. So she sort of paces around for a little bit, sort of gauges, reminds herself that, Harold is not going to be back anytime soon, and, she's got time. And I will cast my sending to Lilith, and I will say, if possible, I would like to talk again very soon. We have plans in place. And then I'll just sit on the edge of the bed.
Cool. A few moments later. Very well, my child. I'll be there soon. And as you wait, you hear the sound of tearing paper. And in front of you, a sliver of light cracks open like a bolt of lightning almost, but dull and just suspended in the air. And it pulls open a sort of pale blue light with wisps of black smoke, and out of it steps your favourite person, Lilith. You call and I come. What a strange turnaround of events.
I don't mean to be pulling you away from what I'm sure is very important business, but I wanted to keep you informed. We're going into Bedlam as soon as we can, possibly tomorrow or the day after, to try and retrieve my father.
Very good.
Everybody here is willing to help, and quite a few of them have managed to gain a little more power than they had before. I'm just quite concerned because none of us are at our best right now. I'm a little concerned that I might not be enough, and if I'm not enough to heal and sustain everybody, things might go very badly.
Well, what are you asking of me?
Well, and I know that this sounds very presumptuous, and I don't mean it like that at all. I'm still not quite sure how this works with us, but since the Viscount is not being much active use to you at the moment, I think it might benefit us both.
Rosalind, let me stop you there. You simper. It offends me.
Oh.
Why would I bring in a simpering whelp into my care?
All right then, I would like more power and I would like you to give it to me.
Better. Roll a persuasion check.
19.
Stand up.
I will.
Stand up straight.
I was.
If I give you more power, what will you do with it?
Well, for a start, I shall use it to retrieve my father, defend my friends, continue to protect the Viscount in aid of our future plans.
And have you earned this power? Are you worthy of it?
And Rosalind takes a moment because she's never felt worthy or deserving of her father's power. And she's not sure if that was a throwaway comment or meant to provoke. But as she stands there, she genuinely thinks about all of her choices that led her to standing here now with a demon in front of her, asking her these questions. And she thinks about how difficult it was when she went to the Viscounts on her own. She thinks about Archibald safe at home because of it. She thinks about finding Frederick to find Gilbert. And she makes direct eye contact with Lilith. I think I do.
Then say it.
That I deserve it.
Say it and mean it.
I deserve it. I deserve this. I've earned it.
Not quite.
You don't believe me?
You're just not quite there yet.
Well, every step of this journey I've been on, I've been not quite ready for, and I've managed. That seems to be a common theme with me. And I don't mean to take you for granted, and I'm not saying that to simper in the way I was always taught to. I want you to respect me, because I respect you. I told you that I wasn't going to enter into this with you blindly. I wasn't going to let you become another father to me. And I'm not. I'm speaking to you as a person. I need this. And I see no reason why you shouldn't provide it for me. Think about how much more I can do for you in return.
My domain is a world of pleasure, desires, wants, and needs. We don't ask for things, we take them. We don't beg for things, we demand them. And we don't What I'm trying to say, Rosalind, is I'm looking for a bite in you, and you're not giving it to me.
Well, then I don't know what you want from me, because I need this. And I'm sorry that I sound like a child, but things have progressed at a rapid rate. And I will be able to do more for you.
I feel like I'm leading you along like a puppy. Look me in the eyes and tell me you want it.
I want it. I need it.
But do you truly want it?
Yes.
Elaborate.
I want to be stronger. I want to be better. I want to be somebody who can go up against these horrible men and stand a chance. I don't want to be looked at anymore like I'm nothing. I don't want to feel like I'm nothing. And I want to find my father. Not because he deserves it, but because that's what I've set out to do and it's the right thing to do. And I want him to tell me how to find Mr. Bronton, and I want to find him. I want to be somebody of worth, and I don't want to grovel anymore. So I need you to give this to me.
Roll another persuasion check.
19 again.
I'm just not sensing it in you, my dear.
What do you want me to do? Because you've told me not to beg, but you don't believe me when I tell you the truth.
And yet your tone and your eyes, they don't convince me.
Why? Because I present myself differently than how you see power.
I want to see your lust, your greed, your anger.
I am angry. And I'm sorry that I don't show it the way men do or the way demons do. But I'm angry, Lilith. I've been angry since I drew breath and everybody was disappointed that I wasn't a boy. I've been angry since that moment. And I'm sorry nobody recognises it because of that. But that's not my fault. And I thought you would, because I thought we were the same. I think we are. I just need you to see that. We're the same.
Come with me. She reaches out and takes your hand. And you hear that same crackling energy.
Oh my god, am I being hurt?
And she pulls you backwards through this rip. And you find yourself in darkness. And yet you can still see it's a very familiar and similar place to you. The ground is dry here. It crunches like sand, dry dirt. As you take a few steps forward. She rolls up one of the sleeves of her dress, and one of her sharp nails. She runs it down her wrist, cutting deep in. Blood starts to flow. And the other hand, she takes your other hand again.
Is she taking my...
Good hand, your only hand. And she puts it on top of this cut.
Mm-hmm.
Heal me.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on her. 12.
Describe how your healing normally works visually.
It's kind of like a soft golden glow, almost like a mist that sort of finds the wound, and in this case is, directly over it, kind of envelops the forearm, and then it's almost like absorbed and dissipated, and then when it's absorbed and dissipated, the wound is healed.
Mm-hmm. So as this glow reaches its sort of crescendo and would normally start to dissipate and fade away, it grows hotter and brighter, and her hand clasps down on yours, holding your hand to her forearm, and you can't pull away. And she just stares into your eyes.
Stare back.
And it gets hotter and brighter, and you can feel the magic being pulled out of you, drawn out of you. And behind her you sort of see a flickering of a giant eye in and out of phase almost. It's there for a second, not even a second, a split, a mini second, whatever. And you can hear a beating heart thundering in your ears, faster and faster, and this light grows so bright you have to look away. And you can feel this magic being pulled out of you. And just before you look away, you can just see the smile of ecstasy in her face. And then black smoke starts to drift around in circles between the two of you, and a roaring wind and this sort of whirlwind of black smoke pulls in tighter and tighter and tighter between the two of you until it's in your eyes, it's in your ears, it's in your nose and mouth. And then you're laying in your bed. And you have no more spell slots today.
How do I feel?
You feel like you have an extra level in sorcery and an extra level in warlock.
I think she passes out.
Cool. And that's where we'll leave it
Yeah.
then.
Are you hashtag Team Lucas or hashtag Team Harold?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
And send all the love to Lyndon for creating Sammy, my new favourite. Thank you so much. Thank you for liking and subscribing, if that is something you do. If not, why not? Thank you to our patrons. And yes, we shall see you next week.
Bye.